my name is Juliet. Welcome to my Forrest yoga class. For today's sequence, you're going to need a yoga block and a blanket. And have these two props fairly close by. Before you do this practice today, it's best to watch it through first so you have a bit of an understanding of how it's going to look. So please join me, come into a seated position. It doesn't need to be cross-legged, just somewhere where the spine is long, okay, the neck is stacked and we're lifting through the top of the head. Rest the hands into the lap, roll the shoulders back and close your eyes. Now start to breathe with a Ujjayi breath, this lovely whispering sound at the back of the throat. And as you inhale, feel for sending the breath into the side ribs. And as you exhale, let go of any clenching of the teeth and allow the lower jaw to relax. Inhale, telescope the ribs out of the lower back. And exhale, settle into your sit bones, relax the shoulders. So for this class today, I would like you to match every pose to your breath. And what I mean by that is for you to breathe fully in every single pose. Notice when you start to hold the breath, and notice when you start to cut the breath short to make a pose look or feel deeper. So actually what you're doing is you are matching your pose, your experience to your breath without force or without holding of the breath. Open your eyes. Let's come into a pranayama this morning. Bring the soles of the feet together. Activate the toes. Balls of feet pressed together, fingertips behind the hips, and then we have a little bend in the elbows to lift the chest up. We're going to inhale for around 8, hold the breath for 8, and exhale for 8, building up to a count of 10. Here we go. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Squeeze the shoulders together. Now lift the chest and hold. Exhale slowly for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Inhale for a slow count of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Lift the chest, shoulders draw back, relax the face, the lips and the jaw. Now exhale slowly for 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Final round, here we go. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now if you've got a little bit more to go, stretch the breath, take another sip. And then exhale for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Well done. Inhale, take a big breath. And then exhale, open mouth, let the breath go. Bring yourself forwards and bring yourself into a cross-legged position with your non-dominant leg in front. So this might feel a little bit unusual, but it's good for the brain. Bring the right fingertips out from the hips, opposite arm out to the side. Inhale, arm reaches up. Exhale, flatten the hand and let's reach away. So let's not make this pose too big to start with. Sit bones are very rooted. That top shoulder is wrapped so that we don't overextend through the side of the rib cage and the shoulder. Now as we inhale, let's lift the chest, open the armpit and breathe deeply. As we exhale, let's draw shoulder blades down, let the head relax and just allow your knuckles to press into the floor softly. And then inhale, we're going to reach the top arm over, turn the palm down and reach through the fingertips. You'll notice my hand is quite low. And as you inhale, reach fingers to side walls as you softly let the neck relax. Don't push or force, but breathe fully into the chest and the side of neck. As you exhale, start to draw the belly in. Push yourself up. Your head and neck is the last thing that comes up, and use your hand to help it up. Lovely, let's switch. Bring the opposite hand out to the side. Opposite arm, right arm out, palm facing up. And then inhale, reach the arm up. Exhale, relax the shoulders, flatten the hand and let's reach away. So we don't want a floppy arm and a hand. We want a nice strong top arm. That arm is active, fingers pointing towards the side wall. At the same time, we're slowly drawing this left shoulder blade down, knuckles pressing into the mat. Not too aggressively, just softly. And then inhale, let's lift the chest and lift ourselves out of the lower back. And exhale, relax the shoulders, let your head go. And if that shoulder starts to hike up, let it go. Arm position 2, inhale, let's reach the top arm over, turn the palm down, fingers reach away. You should get a really nice stretch here in that trapezius muscle here. And this is a really nice opportunity to track your breath. Feel the breath go between fingertips and earlobe. Start to draw the belly in, inhale, lift yourself up. And push the head and neck up on top. Lovely. Okay, lie on your backs. Let's come into some abdominals. You're going to need your block or a rolled up beach towel. Lie on your backs. Coming into abs with a block. Place the block between the thighs as close to your pubic bone as you can and take both legs straight, clasp the hands behind the head. So if you're doing this practice today and your lower back is hurting, please work with bent knees. Shoulder blades about 12 inches apart. Long neck, gaze skywards. Lift the legs up towards the ceiling. Balls of the feet are pressing away. Inhale, take a deep breath and spread the lower back. Hold the breath and now squeeze the inner thighs towards the block. Exhale, curl the tailbone up, lift the head and the shoulders off the floor. Keep curling the tailbone up and now pull the belly down. Inhale, head comes down. Hold the breath. Spread the top of the sacrum into the mat and draw thighs towards the block. Exhale, reach the elbows up, the armpits up, curl the tailbone up and pull the belly down. Inhale, head comes down. Hold the breath. Spread the ribcage into the mat. Draw the thighs towards the block and then exhale, curl everything up, tailbone, armpits lift as you draw the belly back down. Inhale, head and shoulders come down. Remember, if the back or the hip flexors start to hurt, bend the knees. Lower back down, tailbone lifts. There's a draw of the thighs towards the block. Exhale, lift head and shoulders off the floor. Curl the tailbone up and now pull the belly down. Inhale, head comes down, just a few more, hold the breath. Lower back is down, tailbone lifts. Exhale, draw thighs towards the block, lift the head and shoulders off the floor and pull the belly down. Inhale, head comes down, 2 more, you're nearly there, hold the breath. Lower back is down, tailbone lifts. Exhale, draw thighs towards the block, lift head and shoulders off the floor, keep the head relaxed into the hands and pull the belly down. Inhale, lengthen your neck as you come down. This is your last one. Match your breath to this experience. Hold it. Draw the thighs towards the block and then exhale. We're going to lift everything off the floor. Curl the tailbone up. Squeeze the block. Pull the belly down. Keep the jaw relaxed. Inhale, head comes down. Feet come down. And then keep the block between your thighs as we get ready for bridge pose. Back of the heels towards your buttocks. Just tickle the back of your heels. That should be the right distance for you. Relax the arms, palms face up. And then inhale, take a deep breath. Lengthen the chest towards the chin. As you exhale, press the feet into the floor. Again, we're drawing the inner thighs towards the block, not in an aggressive way, it's just a holding. As we start to curl pubic bone to navel, lift yourself off the floor and lift the knees towards the front of the mat as your thighs and hips lift skywards. Now it's quite easy in bridge pose, especially if you're new to it, to take the load of the weight into the shoulders and the neck. Try and let that process go. So as you inhale, you use your feet, use your legs, switch everything on. As you exhale, instead of squeezing the block, it's a drawing of thighs towards it. You'll feel your sit bone muscles activate. And then inhale, lift and lengthen chest towards the chin. Then exhale, take the knees and thighs away from the hips. Tuck your tailbone. Should get a little bit of length in the lower back there. Inhale, telescope ribs towards the chest. And as we exhale, it's a controlled release. We tuck the tailbone, we bring down the upper, the middle, and the lower back. When you're down, remove your block, place it to the side, roll over onto your left side, and slowly come up with a relaxed neck. Lovely. Come to your feet. And make your way to face the side of your mat for horse stance with shoulder shrugs. Bring the feet 4 feet apart. Turn the feet out at 10 to 2, slight activation of toes, and come down into a squat. Start to roll the thighs back towards the little toes, but keep the balls of the feet grounded. Roll the shoulders up, back and down, and have a soft gaze forwards. Inhale, broaden the upper back. And then hold the breath at the top. Take the shoulders up to the ears, roll them back, squeeze out whatever you don't need, and then exhale. Let the breath go. Inhale, broaden upper back. Exhale, draw the shoulder blades straight back, and then release down the back. Stay in your feet, stay in your legs. Remember, as this gets intense, crank up your breath. Inhale, deep breath. Bring the elbows to the side of the ribs for bird wing. As you exhale, draw the arms out to the side. Squeeze tips of the shoulder blades together. Pull the belly in. Press the feet into the floor. Inhale, press the feet into the floor and straighten the legs. Bring the feet to parallel for a nice wide standing forward bend. Bring the fingers around into the sit bones. That's the bony part inside your bum. And lift the chest up. And then inhale, so great opportunity to lengthen the chest and the ribs up. Then exhale, press the feet into the floor. Start to lift your bottom up at the back as you tilt from the hips. You lengthen through the chest and you come down into this glorious forward bend. When you feel you've lifted your sit bone muscles up at the back, it's great for opening the back of the hamstrings. Allow your arms to hang. And then you're just going to find the middle point of your feet. Place the hands around the back of the heels and just hang down in a forward bend. So you're not in the balls of the feet, you're not in the heels of the feet, you're right in the middle, so somewhere near the front of the heel. And then as you inhale, you're going to lengthen your chest forwards as you lift your sit bones up. And as you exhale, let your head go. And if it feels nice, you can bring the arms into this cradling of the baby, which just gives you a little bit of traction to send the upper back down. And as you exhale, bring the fingers to the floor. Heel toe your feet slightly closer together and bend the knees. As you exhale, place the hands onto the thighs, pull the belly in and come up with back traction, lifting the head and the neck up last. Lovely. Heel toe your feet together. Let's come to the top of our mats just for a few rounds of sun salutations. Love sun salutations, great way to get the breath big. Lovely opportunity for us to flow and get nice and warm. Feet under hips, hands into prayer. Let's do this together. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, forward bend. Let your head go, lengthen through the spine. Lunge, left leg steps back, bring yourself up. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, bring the hands to the floor for plank, step back. And as you exhale, either bring the knees down for modified chaturanga or lower down in one line. Inhale, low cobra or cobra. Elbows are off the floor for low cobra. Sphinx position, the elbows are down. Tuck the tailbone and reach through the feet. As you exhale, keep extending ribs forwards as you come down. Place the hands under the shoulders and press back for downward facing dog. And when you're in downward dog, wrap the shoulders, press the hands into the mat, press the chest back. Lunge, left foot forwards, bring yourself up. Inhale, arms reach up. And exhale, forward bend, step to the top of your mat, feet under hips, let the head go. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, bring the hands into prayer. Inhale, Tadasana, mountain pose, reach up. Telescope ribs away from lower back. Exhale, forward bend, let the head go. Lunge position, right leg steps back, knee comes down. Now get the breath nice and big here. Inhale, use your feet, your back, shin to lift and press down as you lift the shoulders and the arms up. Exhale, hands to the floor for plank. Inhale, step back, bring the weight forward, hips slightly high, belly draws in. Exhale, lower down through chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, low cobra or sphinx. Remember, if you have a painful back today, keep the elbows down. As you exhale, keep the pull as you come down, hands under shoulders, press back for downward facing dog. Lunge, right foot forwards, step it forwards. Inhale, arms reach, shoulder blades stay relaxed. As we exhale, forward bend, step to the top of your mat, feet under hips. Let's relax the head and the neck. Inhale, arms reach up. And as we exhale, hands into prayer. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, forward bend. Let the head go, neck relaxes. Lunge, step the left leg back, but keep the toes curled under on the back foot. Hands onto the hips. And then inhale, let's take a deep breath. And as we exhale, we're going to lift the back knee and thigh off the floor. Okay, so the back knee is bent, we're tucking the tailbone, okay, and we're drawing the belly in, shoulders are relaxed. So this is lunge, back toes curled under, knee lifted. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, relax the shoulders, tuck tailbone, pull belly in. Start to draw thighs towards each other. Exhale, release, hands to the floor for plank, step back. Exhale, lower round, chaturanga. Inhale, as you lengthen ribs forwards, tuck the tailbone. This will give you some length in the back, also support. Exhale, come down and press back for downward facing dog. Inhale, lunge. Left foot steps forward, bring the knee down, but keep the back toes curled under. Bring yourself up, hands onto hips. Inhale, lift the back knee off the floor. Exhale, relax the shoulders, tuck the tailbone, pull the belly in. Get that strong foundation, draw the thighs towards each other. Inhale, arms reach. Legs working, exhale, tuck tailbone, pull belly in. Squeeze your sit bones, draw the thighs together, have a soft gaze. Release, forward bend, step to the top of your mat, feet under hips. Relax the head and the neck. Inhale, arms reach up. And exhale, bring the hands into prayer. And as you close your eyes here, you're just feeling for whether the breath capacity has increased. Sending and flaring ribs out to the side. We're going to come into a short standing pose series. So we work on the left leg first, and then we change to the right. So I'd like you to bring your legs into Warrior Two. Warrior Two position. So we have a 4-foot stance, front heel and back arch are in line. Inhale, raise the arms to shoulder height. And as we exhale, we're going to bend that left knee and we're going to lift the toes on the front foot just to support the knee there. And then inhale, let's lift ribs up. As we exhale, we drop the shoulders and we press through the outer edge of the back foot, so we're really bringing both legs into the practice. We're going to come into reverse warrior with back traction. Place the right hand onto right hip. Inhale, raise the left arm. And then exhale, reach back. And use that hand there to support your lower back. It's just there as a support. We let the head go, we let the neck go. And the breath here is very much directed into the left side of your rib cage. As you exhale, wrap that top shoulder. Press the feet firmly into the floor and let the neck go again. Inhale, release, bring the top arm around, bring yourself back up into warrior two for extended warrior variation. Bend the left arm and place it onto the thigh and use the elbow just to tease that thigh back. Inhale, we're going to take the top arm around, grab hold of waistband or rest the hand into the small of the back. But make sure here that you have full mobility in that shoulder. And then inhale, we're going to lengthen both rib cages forwards. As we exhale, we roll the torso back. The shoulder will then follow. We let the head go, we let the neck go. And as we inhale, we can press this elbow into the thigh and give ourselves some space here. And then exhale, jaw relaxes, head relaxes, curl pubic bone to navel. Very nice, release. Bring both hands towards your front foot and step your back foot in for pyramid pose. 3-foot stance, heel to heel alignment. Stack both hands at the top of the left thigh. Inhale, press the hands, straighten the arms and lengthen the chest and the skull bones forwards. As you exhale, press the back of both toes into the floor. Draw the left hip back and the right hip forwards and lengthen your spine, maybe lifting shoulders slightly up to flatten the back. Gaze is soft down towards the floor. Now inhale, lengthen ribs forwards. And then exhale, squeeze and contract both sit bone muscles. Ease into the pose. Lovely. From here, place the fingers onto the floor, bend the front knee and take the back leg slightly further back as we come up into warrior one. Inhale, press the feet into the floor, use your leg strength and reach the arms up, warrior one. Back foot turned in 45 degrees or 60 degrees, but knees, that back knee is pointing in the same direction as your toes. As you exhale, bend the left knee, come into warrior one. Now start to draw back your left hip and your right hip forward, so square off the hips. And then inhale, telescope the ribs up. And exhale, sink forwards, relax the shoulders and now tuck the tailbone. Release, you're going to step the right foot forward to meet the left, bring the hands into prayer, tuck the tailbone and pull the belly in. Lovely, let's change sides. Working into our right side now, building strength, building elasticity in this side of the body. Let's come into warrior two, nice wide stance, heel to arch alignment, hips, shoulders square on. Inhale, let's reach the arms up, warrior two, reach the fingers towards the side wall. As you exhale, let's bend this right knee. Roll your thighs back slightly and then activate, lift the toes on the front foot. That'll give you great support through that knee joint. Inhale, telescope the ribs up. And exhale, draw the shoulders down. Just have a slight curling of pubic bone towards the navel. And then use the outside of the back foot to stabilise the back leg. Gaze is neutral, gaze is soft. Let's come into reverse warrior with back traction. Place the left hand onto your hip. Use that as your support. Inhale, right arm reaches up. Get the breath, get the length here. As you exhale, you reach back. That doesn't mean straightening out the front knee. Actually, against it, bend into it, lean into yourself. As you lean into the front, lean into the back. And then inhale, lift the chest, fingers reach. As you exhale, let's wrap this top shoulder. Let the head go. And breathe into whole right side of torso. As you exhale, curl pubic bone towards the navel and come out of the pose. Bring yourself up. Start to reach through the right side for extended warrior variation. Bend the elbow, place it onto the thigh. Inhale, reach around with the top arm. Grab hold of your waistband or rest the hand into the small of the back. Head is relaxed. Use the elbow here as a support. Work in two ways. One, to softly open the thigh back. And two, when we press it into the front thigh, we get this magical lift through the shoulder, which then creates space for the neck to relax. We have a soft curling of pubic bone towards the navel, and on an inhale we lengthen rib cage forwards. As we exhale, we roll the torso, the chest, the shoulder back, and we feel this incredible opening through the chest, the side of the torso and the inner legs. Very softly release. Turn your torso towards the front leg, fingers to the floor, and bring your back foot in so you have a 3-foot stance. Roughly the heels are in line and the back foot's turned in roughly 45 to 60 degrees. Press the feet into the floor and let's come into pyramid. Pyramid with back traction. Stack the hands at the top of the thigh and use that as your back traction. And then inhale, you're going to press the hands into the thigh, straighten the arm and lengthen chest forwards. As you exhale, start to draw back the right hip, draw forward the left hip. Press the chest down, shoulders lift very slightly and go after this length. As you exhale, squeeze and contract both sit bone muscles and press the back of the big toes into the floor. Just switch on your inner leg line. But there's a difference here between a soft press and a grip. So we don't want the grip, but we want the activation. Inhale, telescope ribs forwards. And then exhale, we're going to release and come up for warrior one. Fingers to the floor, bend the front knee and send the back leg slightly further away. You're going to press the front foot into the floor and project yourself up ready for warrior one. So the strength comes from the feet and the legs, not just from using the belly. Inhale, arms reach. And then exhale, we're going to bend the right knee and ease ourselves into warrior one, drawing the right hip back and the left hip forward. So think about having your hips square on with the top of your mat. Inhale, chest lifts. And then exhale, there's almost a drawing of shoulder blades back. Fingers reach up and tuck the tailbone. Release. Step, left foot forward to meet right. Stand at the top of the mat and exhale. Draw the hands into prayer. Lovely. We're going to work our way down and come into a couple of poses just to ease off our back. So come to the top of your mat, feet under hips, hands into prayer. Inhale, arms reach. And then exhale, forward bend, let the head go, everything relaxes. Starting to wind our practice down, such a lovely feeling. When the fingers are down, come into a little squat at the top of your mat, and either sit back or roll back. This is a nice fun option, really nice for the spine, and lay on your backs. So we're going to end with two poses before relaxation. The first one is back release pose. Pick up your feet and place your left ankle on top of right thigh. Then take the left hand through the centre of the thighs, clasp the hands at the back of the right thigh, or if you've got a bit further to go, the right shin. Really depends on your flexibility and however it is you're feeling today. Start to line up the right knee with the right hip so you bring the pelvis into line. And then inhale, you're going to start to draw that thigh towards the chest. As we exhale, relax the shoulders but have a little soft press through the left forearm to open the left hip. Keep the top foot slightly active by curling the toes up. And then with this next couple of breaths, you're going to breathe into the whole back line of your body from the back of the neck down to the tailbone. With your exhales, you're going to relax the shoulders and any grip around the sides of the neck and the jaw. And then on your next exhale, let's switch. Right ankle to left thigh. Right ankle to left thigh. Reach through with the right hand and clasp the hands at the back of the left thigh or on the left shin. Activate toes on the right foot. Now feel the difference here when you become more active and bring the left knee in line with left hip. Feels really good through the pelvis. Feels far more aligned. As we inhale, start to draw the thigh towards the chest. As we exhale, use that right elbow just to softly press the thigh and the hip open. Should get a really nice opening through the hips. Closing the eyes allows you to go much deeper. As you get into feeling, breathe into the back of the neck. And feel the muscles either side of your spine just drawing down towards the mat. And then very softly release. And we'll end with a spinal twist, both knees bent. Bend your knees, bring both heels towards your buttocks, knees together, ankles together. Arms out to the side. And then pick up your hips and shift them just a couple of inches to the right. And then inhale, deep breath. And exhale, twist. Just simply drop both knees to the left. And when your pelvis has arrived, let everything go. So that's holding, letting go of holding through the feet, the calves, the thighs, the pelvis, the hips. And take your left hand to your lower right rib cage. Inhale, feel your lower rib cage spread under the hand. Exhale, relax the shoulders, back and neck. Slide the hand up to the mid part of the ribs. Inhale, deep breath. Exhale, tuck the tailbone. Does it give you anything? Does it not? You play about. Slide the hand up just underneath the armpit. Inhale, deep breath. Exhale, shoulders draw down, hips, pelvis melt into the mat. Release, draw the belly in, bring your right knee in, followed by your left. Square yourself up, heels towards the buttock, knees together. Pick up your hips and shift them 2 inches to the left as we switch sides. Inhale, big breath. Exhale, twist and drop. Let yourself go. You know, when I teach in classes, there's quite a few people that there's always a little bit of fear around twists. So they hold the top leg up. So if that's you, you can pop something between the legs. But it really is just about letting go in the twist. It's one of those poses that we try and control a little bit. So try and let that go. Now place the right hand onto the lower left rib cage and really juice up your breath here, because this left lung is actually slightly smaller than the right to accommodate the heart. So we want to get the breath a little bit bigger. Inhale, breathe into left rib cage. Now exhale, relax the grip around the shoulders, the upper body, the back of the head and the neck. Slide the hand to the mid-range of the ribs. Inhale, let's breathe into hand. And exhale, tuck the tailbone. If that feels like you start to grip, let it go. And then inhale, slide the hand up into the mid part of the ribs, right up near the armpit. Inhale, deep breath. And then exhale, let everything go, let everything soften. Enjoy the pose that is the twist. The spine is very happy here, the digestive system is very happy here, the pelvis is very happy here. And now let's release. It's a slight drawing back of the belly. Draw the left knee in, followed by the right. Just level off your hips. And then very slowly, you've made it. We're going to come into Shavasana. Bring the legs out. You can tuck the tailbone if that feels nice. Lengthen the neck. Arms to the side of the body. And rest the head down. Allow the legs to flop. And now for the last few minutes of this practice, Allow yourself to get really heavy on your exhales, to allow yourself to feel very held by the earth beneath you, and just to generally soak up all your good work. Shavasana. Now you can start to wriggle your fingers and toes, deepen your breath, or you can choose to stay here for a longer relaxation and meditation. If not, come with me. Start to bend the knees, bring the feet to the floor, and then slowly bring the knees into the chest and give yourself a big hug. If it feels nice here, just roll the knees left to right or forwards and backwards in a circle. Do what feels nice for you. And then very slowly bring your feet to the floor, roll over onto your left side and come up with a relaxed neck. Pushing the head and the neck up on top. When you're up, come to a seated position, sit up tall and slowly bring the hands into prayer. And it's always good here after a yoga practice to really notice how you feel now compared to the start of your class, and particularly with regards to the quality of your breath. That which is sacred in me salutes and honours that which is sacred in you. Namaste. I hope you enjoyed my practice. You can follow me on Instagram and Facebook at Mat to Life Yoga, and also visit my website at www.mattolife.co.uk. See you all soon.